Hi, I'm Jale. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a general live general live collective reading for Friday. And if you are watching later, please do wait. Yeah, these guys are partying again. Guys, I'm so sorry. By the way, we are all in lockdown still. So it's a Friday, man. And I think they're young. So, you know what I mean? But if you hear loads of like music, I'm so Stacey, hi, they're partying again outside. So if you hear loads of loud music and laughing, as long as it doesn't kick off, then we're all good, because they do that every time. So general live collective reading today, and if you want to be in for a chance of winning our competition, we are going to be picking winners at 1,000 subscribers. It is for a 30-minute free reading with me and the Tarot Nefertiti deck that was kindly gifted by Nina. All you have to do to be in with a chance of winning is to like a video and comment in the description box. You also have to be subscribed, and I'll be picking a winner at random. If you want to join our Facebook spiritual support group, information is in the description box. Please, it is a peer-led group, so we do ideally require input and support, vice versa. So if you're going just to kind of lurk, don't do you know what I mean? It's just so we need sort of ideally. Okay, we've got loads of noise going on now, guys. I'm so sorry. This is like guys, I'm not joking you. Okay, so everyone's gone back to work. Most of the people have gone back to work, right? But people people are still in lockdown, so everyone's coming back, and it's Friday, so everyone's like, so I might have to review the Friday lives for a while, maybe, because it's always the Fridays that are like a bit insane. Let's see how the energy goes today. If it gets really loud, then we'll just review the time, maybe all the day. I got to laugh because it's like this whole area is literally like so loud, literally loudest area ever. If you can hear beer bottles and stuff, I apologize. There's not really much I can do, you know what I mean? I'm not God. So okay, so as I say, we'll wait a couple more minutes for more people to come in, and then I've just got to laugh. Then we'll start the reading off. I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope you're doing well, Stacey. Thank you so much. Shout out, Stacey, for the moderation. Much appreciated. Hope you're doing well. I can hear every word of their conversation. I hope they don't mind they're being recorded. But yeah, it's all lads as well. It's all lads. By the way, I had to do a bit more subtle in my makeup today because I'm going to the shops afterwards, and that's awesome to know. I'm glad you're doing well, Stacey. And I don't know what it is about, like, I feel like it is that the shops at the moment are like, hey, Joanna, hey, how's it going? The shops at the moment, it's like there's loads of guys like hanging around, and I just like to go in, get what I need and go, right? I don't want to give wrong impressions if I've got like loads of makeup on. I don't want to have to deal with that. So I've got to go shops afterwards. And so I've done a really subtle kind of makeup situation because I know people are trying to pull in the shops, and I'm zero interest right now. So yeah, I hope you're doing well, Joanna. I hope you're doing well, Stacey. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to everyone else who is here in the chat. We're going to wait maybe a minute or so, and we'll get on to the reading. Yeah, so lockdown situation is still occurring. Everyone is going to the beach, but no one's allowed to. No one's actually allowed to interact with each other, even though there's a party going on next door. I mean, fair enough, because I'll be honest with you. You know what I mean? It's like that. If I was that age, I would also be doing the same. My mum's in my house, so I'm trying to. She's back at work now, so, and my brother's working as well now. So, okay, so this is the Sacred Rebels deck, and this is by Alana Fairchild. Okay, so we're going to start off with this Oracle deck and see what messages are coming through for the general collective. by the way, the energy is really bizarre at the moment. We've got the sun and the moon in conjunction, but it's also squaring Mars. So you may feel very sluggish and very kind of now I don't know if you've noticed this, but it's like we're getting glimpses. God, I can hear them laughing. We're getting glimpses of I can hear everything they're saying, man. This, and it's all really rude stuff. So I'm just sat here cringing. It's like, I mean, I wouldn't really mind if it wasn't being recorded. But so, guys, if you can hear naughty stories, then I apologise because it's all lads. You know what I mean? Yeah. What was I saying? So you're getting glimpses of information, and there's a lot of mirroring being reflected back. It's for a reason. A lot of this, like this whole distraction thing, you're gonna get that. I've resigned myself to that now. I just hear faint laughing. Oh, that's not bad then. That's good. Thanks for letting me know that. Because I'm panicking that you can hear like all the rude stories that I can hear them talking about, which I can hear every word, and I'm like trying to block it out. They're enjoying themselves. Yeah, watch for the reality that you're being shown at the moment, because it's like you're being shown mainly illusion. I'm being totally honest with you. So let's see what messages Spirit have. General collective, please, Spirit. What can you tell us? What can you tell us, please? That one wants to come out. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Okay, can you? Oh my goodness, there's a little monkey. Can you see this here? It says come to life. People have been, it's like, I get it. People have been putting their lives on hold. We understand that people have been having to put their lives on hold. But there's, again, it's like you're being reflected back, things that you need to be moving on to. So it's like, for example, for me personally, like obviously this is a class example, I haven't had, like, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't really had any days off for like the last couple of months, and like my priority at the moment, once I've done everything I need to do, is to have a couple, obviously I have my self-care days, but I'm talking like a day off just to be a normal human being, like, and watch something that, you know, like a film or something. So I know that obviously I'm being reflected back, like for example, they were having a right old laugh. That's something that I want to be doing. So and it's not that I don't love this work, I do. It's just that there's different elements of our passion and things that we enjoy doing, and if you're only focused on one area, it's asking you to reflect and look at that. Everyone's had to put their joy on hold almost. It's like everyone's had to put their needs or some kind of needs on hold, and this energy at the moment is releasing that. It's releasing you from burdens and responsibilities. Can you see perfection of your life here? It's like, again, the wheel turns. This is the wheel of fortune. Things are starting to move forward here. So again, next couple of days, look, you're going to start seeing things moving. It's like if you've had 16 different things that have, you know, needing to happen in order for something to move forward, that's going to start progressing. Because don't forget, it's the new moon today as well, which is in Gemini. So we've got the sun and the moon conjunct in Gemini. Wow. But because of that, there is inspiration coming through. It's like, can you see this? Gemini is very like a neutral energy, but because there's a neutralization happening, there's a space here that you can kind of make out certain. This is a clear space. This is a clear that you basically can hit. Put it this way, if you've been blocked around your thinking, if you've been blocked around your movement, if you've been blocked around your emotional world, things are starting to shift. This is a shifting. Now, you might sit there and go, it doesn't feel like this to me. I'm telling you now, this is going to shift. For example, if you have been blocked around money, there's going to be a little alleviation around that. If you've been blocked around your emotional world, there'll be a little alleviation. It's like, did you hear about NASA releasing that information on the parallel universe and then they retracted it? Did you hear about that news that NASA released about the parallel universe? I mean, where do I start with that? Yeah, but this is the thing with all kind of energies like that. there is a veil or a layer that kind of restricts or blocks most people from seeing into that reality. But at the moment, did you not hear about that? But at the moment, it's so thin that we are getting a snapshot of this energy and then it's retracting, which is why there's so much confusion around, because people can't make out what's real and what isn't. Like, don't forget, you know, obviously, as per, like, if you look at the Matrix movies, the red pill, blue pill, a lot of people are becoming a lot more savvier with the reality of things as opposed to the illusion that has been sold. So especially with Gemini energy, that is it's a very kind of, it's a blank canvas in order for you to really have a look at your reality and decide, is this something that, because you know when you wake up sometimes and you kind of look around and you think, that's weird, I felt like I was dreaming something and now I've woken up and it's like, this is not the reality I was expecting to see. It's because you've got so much going on in the fifth dimension and above in your sleep state, in the astral, that it hasn't quite manifested down here. But this is the thing, when the veil is thin, and obviously we're at a certain ascension energy or a vibrational energy where the world is kind of lifting and we are ascending, you're able to tap into more things. And that parallel universe, is it so parallel? Or is it one and the same? Is it merging? Is that about to merge? Was that something from Atlantis that was previously on track and then was detracted because the energetics of the majority of the people, the tipping point, reached a certain level where there was a moving apart of the dualistic energy because not everyone was on the same page? Stacey, I can already feel your minds going, boo. Yeah, I already know I already know. So is that now about to come back together because it's time? Stacey. And as you know, Stacey, you and your Gemini, pay attention for your dreams, guys, because you're going to be going to sleep seeing, because I can see at the moment, this is what I'm saying. Now, have you dreamt of this? This is for everyone. It looks like a dark blue castle with, it looks like a castle, it's not, okay, but it has turrets, it has like kind of larger entry points, but with blacker windows, but it looks like it's underwater. Has anyone dreamt of that? But it looks like a blue kind of spike. It looks like a spiral of a church, but lots of them built into like one main building, but it's dark blue. Because I keep seeing that over and over and over again. And I'm talking about now. Like at this present moment, that's all I'm saying. It's like, it just has major Atlantis vibes. Hang on a minute. Let me get my Atlantis deck. It's got to be done. This is Diana Cooper's Atlantis cards. It's got to be done because that's all I'm seeing right now. So obviously there's something about that. And it does tie in with the parallel universe. I'm not going to lie. Are we giving a chance to look into our future reality here based on if an energetic vibration continues? Now, don't forget what the video I did about tapping into that abundance. That is the energy that you're being privy to here. How you utilize that is up to you. But don't forget, if you're in that energy, you're going to have a mirroring of either a parallel, which is going to be opposite, which is there to give you distraction. Gemini can be a very dualistic sign, light and dark. So if you're around a lot of lighted energies and then suddenly there's a more lower vibrational energy coming in, you've got to understand, what is that trying to teach you? For me, it's distraction, because at the moment we are balancing this out. We're getting to a tipping point where the reality is about to, I mean, essentially all we're doing is we're ascending. We're in the, essentially this is fourth dimension, which means that it can kind of recalibrate at any point back to the third dimension, which is why everyone is so up and down. Okay, we are almost, when I say almost, that's why everything's on hold. because again, it involves a tipping point for the collective to get to a certain stage. Now, you might have seen there's rainbows. You might have seen that there's rainbows everywhere. That is based on a channel that I did before I started this actual channel, but then I actually did focus on it a little bit back in August last year, where I was talking about a karmic cleanse around this time of the year, this time. So I predicted it for this 2020. And I was talking about the rainbows, and I was talking about how it's like a prism of light. When you shine a light through a prism, it refracts, doesn't it? And it shows 7 different kind of polarized energies or colors that obviously through your eyes can see. And this is about again, you've got 7 chakras, haven't you? So this is about an alignment, but then again, above that, this main 7 chakras, you've also got another 7, and then you've got another 7. Now, if you look at the astrological chart, you've got 1 to 7, which is more around the sort of the subconscious, and then you've got 7 to 12. Sorry, 8 to 12, which is more the external, what you can see. We're recalibrating based on any innate kind of abilities that we previously hadn't utilized, or any innate past life energies, gifts, abilities that we previously hadn't utilized in this lifetime is being brought up. It's like we're having a DNA upgrade as we speak. There's a lot of light kind of activations happening, which is why all this energy is happening, because we're waiting for people to catch up, basically. Yeah, look, this is the focus. Please, whatever you do, if you're doing anything this weekend, please make sure this is the focus. This is fun. This is exactly what I was saying. It's like there's a reflection here that's being brought into the reading where everyone's having a giggle. Now, please let this stay fun and not, because they always kick off. After I've done every time this has ever happened, every time I've ever heard this kind of energy, I close the reading down or I stop recording and then they start kicking off, and I'm just like, why could you not have, you know what I mean? But this is fun. This is the energy they're trying to bring through, because in order to kind of keep a vibration, that energy you're putting into something is going to really reflect what you get back. If you are having a hard time, and I believe you me, yes, it can be difficult to sustain the energy, but take yourself away from anything. And I get it, if you're still in lockdown, that's not easy. Trust me, I'm feeling you very heavily. But even if it's to go for a walk and get some space, but just try and, even if it's connecting with someone that thank you for the even if it's connecting with family or friends that like, for example, finally I've caught up with my sister and we had a right old giggle. I need to ring my dad as well at some point, because every meditation I'm doing at the moment, I can feel how upset my dad is that I'm not talking to him. And obviously I want to, but I just don't have time. So he's getting really upset. My dad recently just lost sight in one of his eyes. So he's really upset right now. So I feel really bad that I haven't gone to see how he is. Well, obviously he's in another country, so I can't. And everyone is in different countries at the moment. So, you know what I mean? But yeah, so I need to ring my dad. But I'm just talking about fun, even if it's just spending time with family, spending time with your loved ones, just a friend, anything. Even if you can social distance doing it. I don't know what your rules are and what you want to adhere to and what you don't want to adhere to, but that's the main focus. I'm just hearing let your hair down, let your hair down. It says, in Golden Atlantis, the people enjoyed simple fun and laughter. They loved to play games, sports, dance, and socialise. But this is how they exchange energy. Leisure time was considered most important in making life a pleasure and delight. It was this capability for joy and lightness that enabled them to maintain their high frequency and allowed them to experience continuous happiness and contentment. So, yeah. Now, it's weird that this is happening, but this is the clairvoyance card. It says, at the Atlantean of the Golden Age, were clairvoyant, for the third eyes were fully open. They could see the invisible realm. Oh my goodness. Joanna, please tell me you're still on here. Thanks, Stacey. Listen to this. Listen. I'm not even joking. I'm going to show you the text. I'm telling you now. Joanna, please tell me. Dick boy. Okay. Listen to this. They could see the invisible realms. I can't even talk. I can't, Joanna. Right. So all of the Atlanteans of the Golden Age were clairvoyant, for their third eyes were fully open. Can I just say, I feel like someone sucker punched me in my solar plexus and my sacral chakra. I can't talk. I know I sound super extra right now, but I'm frozen. Like, I'm not joking you. Why? Can you just ease off with the energy here? I can't talk. Wow. Okay. All of the Atlanteans, I can't even talk. All the Atlanteans of the Golden Age were clairvoyant, for their third eyes were fully open. They could see the invisible realms, the angels, spirit guides, unicorns, and nature spirits, and they communicate with animals and plants. I'm not joking you. That is what it says. Not that you can see it because this is a freaking reflection, but let me show you the word. It's backwards, but it's there. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. My left nostril's gone really weird as well. I can't breathe. Is it just me that's feeling this? Thank you for the like. Okay. Anything is possible right now, guys. I can feel it. Anything is possible. We have to, I'm telling you, this is Joanna, this is insane. This is insane. It's ridiculous. Like, and I think they're, again, this is what they're doing. They're trying to raise the vibration, because there's a collective energy here that are struggling because they don't have their connection to source, or they don't have kind of their vibration is not at I don't even get, no offense, but I'm about to say something really bad and I'm trying not to, because I know this is Gemini energy, because Geminis can pop off a little bit. I think it's like they're very they can be very vocal, Gemini. So because we've got Mercury and we've got Venus in retrograde and we've got the Sun and we've got the Moon all in Gemini right now, and I'm channeling this energy, so I've got to be very careful that I'm not like being silly with it. But so it says, because they could, oh my goodness, because they could all see auras and their intuition was finally honed, they were aware of the feelings, energies of everyone around them. What have I just been saying? It's literally like I'm on a stereo surround sound. I'm saying it and the cards are saying it. This is ridiculous. If anyone doubts, anyway, this awareness promoted compassion and caring. Also, because nothing could be hidden, everyone was open, truthful, and honest. Oh my goodness. Does anyone else's sacral chakra feel like, I feel like someone sucker punched me in the sacral chakra. I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah, what is that? There are many ways of seeing with your inner vision. You can slightly see pictures, or on your inner screen you may sense or you may know it's time to develop your third eye and trust your intuition. This is going to happen by you staying in that energy of Joanna, what is that? It's like, because obviously your sacral chakra is your joy center, it's your emotional center. There's also I'm trying to be polite and not say anything. Can we just, Stacey, it's I'm trying not to say anything rude. It's getting cleared out. It's getting cleared out. Okay, so anything that you felt you've been restricted by, maybe your fun was taken out of your life, you felt like maybe your emotional world was lacking, maybe there was some stagnant sexual energy around that area. This is getting I'm saying nothing. I'm gonna shut up. If I pull a banana card, I'm gonna cry. Oh Lord. Yeah, look, it's the divine essence. It's tapping into that divine essence. Do you know, I do like Gemini energy, I have to admit. I really do like this energy, because I'm not gonna lie, Taurus season had me yeah, like it was very, I mean, I am obviously an Aries Taurus cusp, and I've got my Venus in Taurus as well, but I've got two brothers that are Tauruses as well, and it can be a bit hard work. It can be a bit hard work. Divine essence. Can you tell I'm channeling Gemini energy? Because I cannot stay focused for more than 3 seconds. Because this feels very Gemini energy to me. Right. Divine essence. Let's ground here. Let's ground here. Because otherwise, yes, stubborn. So stubborn. Like this. The energy at the moment is it's interchangeable. It's more flexible, which I love. I don't want to be pinned to something because I'm a free spirit. I don't like that. Although I'm a Taurus, my midhaven's in Libra, so people always think I'm a Libra. Okay, divine essence. Why is it so hot in here? Oh my goodness. In Golden Atlantis, the people lived in their essence. In other words, with the joyful innocence of a child, they express themselves honestly, as does an infant. You're going to be seeing. There's going to be truths. There's going to be truths. That's it. Truth is coming out. Truth. Boom. Truth. Nope. What one do you want then? What one are we going for? Yeah? Okay. Wasn't expecting you the guys to say that, to be honest, but we'll go with it. Light says tarot deck. I've gone a bit lightheaded now. I don't really know why. Let me have a look. Okay. So there's a truth coming out here. If you are shown the truth over the next coming days, believe it. Believe it. That's how I want to say it, really. Let's see what they're going to tell us here. Let's change the deck up. Wow. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Someone is closing themselves off to the possibility of abundance. Guys, be very careful. Thank you for the likes, by the way. This is Four of Pentacles and Nine of Swords. Someone is holding on to something that is causing them a lot of pain and a lot of fear and a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of worry. It's causing the vibration to go down, and so you're not able to tap into this joy center, which means that your sacral, your solar plexus. This is how it works usually. Okay, so in order to actually really make sure that you're in alignment, your root chakra, your I love this deck as well, Joanna. Your root chakra, your security has to be intact, all right? And then obviously the next up would be the sacral chakra, which is about your emotional center, your joy center. If the first two chakras aren't happening, if your emotional world is not happening, if you feel very insecure, there's lack of security, you are not going to, I mean, effectively, you're not in alignment. Same with it, then obviously, if you obviously have your security, your emotional comfort is there, and then your solar plexus is blocked, maybe your willpower is out of whack, or maybe your confidence is out of whack. How can you manifest from your heart center? It's working through each of the chakras in order to get to that crown chakra for that total alignment. If any one of these energies are out of alignment, you are going to be feeling this. Someone doesn't want to see something. This is what the clairvoyance card was talking about. This is what the third eye, because it's not seeing, it's knowing and knowing. All right. Because when all the chakras are in alignment, you have that awareness. It's very clear. It's abundantly clear. You feel it. But if your security is in doubt, if your emotional world is flipped upside down, if you don't have the willpower or confidence, your heart chakra is blocked. You're not able to communicate your truth. You're trying to hide from the truth, or you're not telling people honestly how you feel. You can't see, and therefore you can't know the answer. We need to really let something go here. If there's a fear of a truth, a fear of opening up, a fear of, because this can be holding on to something too tightly or totally blocking something. This is a bit of miser energy. This is mine. This is mine, not yours. This is mine. This is the miser kind of energy here, which is the opposite of abundance. All right, obviously. And then we've got the Nine of Swords. So there's something about to close out mentally, because the next card is the Ten of Swords, which is completion. But the 9 is the completion. The 10 is the total ending. But we're stuck in a cycle. This is one a loop. Now, do you remember what I was saying earlier about how there's this dualistic energy going on? You've got one part of the collective that's very high vibrational, very kind of like, woo, doing all this other stuff, talking about bananas 24/7 and unicorns and rainbows. And then you've got the other part of the collective who is in this, because they don't understand Now, no offense, this is about awakening. This energy here is you got to let go. Let go. One of the main reasons I'm alive right now is one of my near-death experiences. If I hadn't surrendered and let go, it would have been a different story. I had to sit and go, right, I put my faith upstairs. If I'm meant to be here, I hand it upstairs. If I'm not, over to you. Now, is that a horrible way to have to do something? Of course, because you're basically resigning yourself to the universe and saying, I trust and have faith that whatever will happen at this point in time onwards is for the best and highest good of all. It basically, you break, like you get broken. Now, I had this conversation the other day. When you break, it allows light in. Now, is that a very, very direct, very kind of aggressive way of explaining it? Yes. But this is what this is leading to. Someone is not surrendering to something. Someone is trying to deliberately not see something. Okay. We've had, this is going, I mean, I'll be honest with you, this reading, Stacey, yes, I'm going to go and buy some fruit later. I'm joking. Oh, I love that little unicorn emoji. That's so cute. I do have something. There is something about unicorns at the moment as well for me. What's going to happen here is there is an opportunity around Cancerian season, which is in exactly a month's time, to really fall in and sort of surrender. But why wait? Because this is what this energy is leading up to. Because the universe at some point is going to sit and go, if you don't, because I'll be real honest with you, the universe at some point is going to say, if you do not step forward, we are going to make you step forward. If you hold on, because this is what they're doing at the moment. You're transitioning from Taurus season into Gemini season. Gemini is giving that light and dark, that masculine, feminine, that shade and that light, for you to reflect back and understand the differences between the two and say, right, what's my decision? Pretty much like the last live when we're trying to make a decision. It's the same energy, but someone is still not making a decision. Someone's trying to hold on to everything. But this is fear. I shouldn't laugh because it's, you know, obviously this is someone's fear, because it's their whole, it feels like their security is at stake. They feel like their whole security, this is going to be not for everyone. This is going to be a group of the collective that are going to be watching this video either now or later. It's someone doesn't want to, this is about awakening. This is about an awakening. It's not just in the physical, there's things they've got to get rid of. This is about an awakening. They're scared. They don't have trust in themselves. So because they don't trust themselves, they can't trust upstairs. Because when you trust upstairs, you trust yourself. It's the same thing. One and the same thing. You cannot trust yourself and not, it just doesn't work, because it is you. It's your higher self. It's your group of your guides are a reflection of your higher self and your spirit team and you in all your other past lives and parallel lives. Now we're getting very deep into this, but this is what the energy is leading you towards. There is an inevitability. The fact is that there was people that if you are incarnated on this planet at this present moment in time, you signed up for this ascension. It's shit in it, but there's a reason you're here. Do you want to take the red pill or do you want to take the blue pill? And if you haven't watched Matrix, watch it. Because it's there's no coincidence with these films that they make. Right, let's have a look. Yeah. Yep. Someone's emotionally very undernourished. This is the thing. 10 of Cups in the reverse. They don't feel like the situation they're in is emotionally nourishing enough for them. Are you emotionally nourishing yourself? Do you know how to emotionally nourish yourself? This is going back to inner child wounds here. This is going back to probably abandonment or neglect as a child. And so essentially what's going on here is you're in a situation where you're not gaining that back, and the universe has provided a mirror for you to understand and reflect back your wounds so you can heal it. And instead what you're doing is you're fighting it because you're holding on to it and going, no. Whenever you're relying on anything externally to fill you up, not going to work. And that's not me coming from some entitled background where I'm like, I've been treated like a freaking princess with like cotton wool, because trust me, I haven't. This is reality. You know what I mean? It's understanding how to top yourself up in amongst the chaos, in amongst the chaos, in amongst the distractions, in amongst the mirroring coming back to you. Group, I'm going to put an amazing light language meditation up in group later on, because they've just told me to put it up. I was about to put it up before the live, and then I got sucked into like some information my guide was trying to tell me about. But after this live, I'm going to put it up in the group. I would, if you are in any, especially what I'm saying about the chakras, it's really positive. It's a really good link to, if you feel like you're being blocked, this is going to open up avenues for you, put it that way. Because I'll be honest with you, the downloads I got from that meditation, I was like, because now I've got all these ideas about something that I was needing to do. So 10 of Cups in the reverse, emotional abundance, emotional fulfillment. What is your routine? If your daily care routine is not fulfilling you at this point, what is the sort of measures you can take to make sure that you're feeling better about yourself? The Hierophant, this is the system at large. Can you see he's sat there waiting to ascend? He's ready. This person's ready. They're about to go up to the higher realms, but they're waiting. It's like we're at this point where there's I'll be really honest with you, this is the new moon. There is going to be some light shone over the next 24 hours. So if you feel like you're sat there going, well, this isn't me, what I'm saying is this is the part of the collective that are about to shift through something, which is going to then shift everyone, because don't forget, we are fragmented elements of one collective body. All right, in my opinion. Maybe you don't agree with me, that's fine as well, Stacey. The Empress in reverse. So the Empress, obviously upright, is, again, take it as it resonates. You could be female or male. You don't have to be a female. This could be male, Emperor or Empress. This is Taurus and Libra energy. This is also Aries energy, okay, because Emperor is Aries. And I don't know why, but I'm hearing fire signs. So this is also Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. There's something blocking you guys at the moment. Empress is usually all for queens or kings that are in alignment. Okay, so the pentacle suit, so there's a security there, there's a practical security. The wands, which is that kind of dynamic energy, that kind of driven energy, that creativity, that drive. The cups, which is obviously that emotional integrity, that emotional kind of sustenance. And then you've got obviously as well the swords, which is that mental clarity. Usually when all four of the kings or queens are in alignment, you get the Empress or the Emperor. Now, this is in the reverse. This is in the reverse. There's a lack here. But is it a real lack, or is it an illusionary lack? Is it a real lack, or is it illusionary? Are you being handed an illusion? Because I'm not going to lie, I feel like Neptune is doing all kinds of weird things here with, let me just double check this, because I keep picking up, yeah, look, Uranus is square Saturn. So Uranus is that driven energy to kind of push through things and to kind of shake everything up and to change the status quo. And obviously Saturn is karma. This energy that we are in is here to reflect back the reality and what we need to learn. If you are feeling like you don't have emotional support, it's because you're not supporting yourself emotionally. If you feel like you are not in a financial good position, it's because you're not topping yourself up and putting yourself first. There's an imbalance in energy. If you feel like you're confused, it's because you haven't connected with yourself. Sorry to be very sorry to be bad. So this Gemini energy, guys, I'm so blunt. This is my Mars and Aries coming out, and my Mercury in Aries as well, guys. I'm so yeah, look, this card's just fallen over. I've just put my hand down and the card fell out. This is Ace of Cups. This should be your priority, is your self-care right now. This is the gateway to everything. This is the vortex of abundance. This is your gateway. If you are closing yourself off to put it this way, if you're sat there going, yeah, but she did this to me and he did this to me, and why should I bother doing that? And what? First of all, I just switched off. But first of all, why would you even have that conversation? Like, why remove yourself from the situation? Why even being near that energy, even let alone discuss it? Like, why would you need to do that? If someone is in your vicinity or your presence that is doing that, why are you allowing that to happen to you? Why are you not moving away from it? Because this is about, again, it's acknowledging and understanding what you feel is right for you and what isn't. This is why there's all these weird kind of illusionary energies being shown, because it's allowing you to fine tune in your soul what exactly you should be accepting and what you shouldn't be accepting at the moment. Because if you can't understand that in yourself, I'm sorry I'm going off on a rant, because someone's guide is talking through me right now and they're about to drag someone, probably me. Let's be real here. What did I not do? Yeah, they're talking to me about I've got to eat better again because I've been eating crap. Fair point. I'm not going to lie. But for this message, it's like there's someone's emotionally neglecting themselves because they don't feel like they're deserving of it. And I feel like I want to cry saying that. Someone is putting themselves in a situation because they feel like that's all they deserve, because it's a wound that they've carried from a very long time ago. And this has to be resolved. This is why you've got this Uranus squaring Saturn. It's karmic. The reason you went through that as a young child is to build up that strength. Let's be realistic. I know that sounds ridiculous, and part of it is not okay. Of course it's not okay. Who would allow that to happen? But you're an adult. This is about adult you talking to child you and really kind of repairing this energy, because it's needed. Because that wound, you're trying to build on a foundation that is wounded. All right? You're trying to build on a foundation that is wounded. It's not going to work. How can you get sustenance, joy, and abundance on a foundation that is not solid? It's the same as your chakra system. The base chakra, the first in alignment, is the security element. The root chakra, the red, security. If you have no security, either within your physical environment or your emotional environment, in any different environment, then that is the first to go. And how can you build anything higher when that's the first to go? This is why most people sit and go, oh my goodness, all I've done is done my healing. All I've done. Yeah, because you've got to remember, not only are you dealing with ancestral karma, you're dealing with generational karma, you're dealing with past life karma, you're dealing with soul mission, you're also dealing with this lifetime and stuff that you've gone through. And people, I think, expect, especially if you've come here to do a lot, there's usually a fucking shitload of obstacles. I'm going to be real, because it's designed that way to make sure that you are molded or evolving into a certain energy so that you can succeed. This is, again, people say this all the time. They're like, yeah, but why are they doing this to me? Why are they doing, bruv, this this not conspiracy. This is like, you have to learn. Like, it's like the wounded healer, the classic wounded healer. The healers that you hear about, the most talented healers, usually have gone through hell and they've had to drag themselves out of it. The path of the wounded healer is the most common one. It's like they've gone through every trial and tribulation to learn everything they need to know to help everyone else, to master their art, to master their craft, so that they can then pass that forward. If you have had a very difficult journey or a difficult time, it's because there is a gift at the end of it. And I keep saying that, but it's so true. It really is. It's not always easy to understand why, but there is usually something very strongly gifted to you after these kind of experiences. And it's usually because your path is one of a very big, significant, you're here to make a difference. And so because of that, your life was very different, if that makes any sense. Right, let's have a look. Wow. Someone is scared if they close something out, there won't be a victory, and they're scared of doing it. Someone is worried about what people think way too much here. Why are you worried? Oh, goodness me, don't get me into this. Let me be realistic with you. Absolutely every single one of my family despised what I did. Up until very recently, my dad got ill, I did a healing on him, and now this guy thinks I'm like an angel, right? Before, he thought I was a con artist. Now he's had the healing from me, he knows. He literally, that's why he said in the meditation, he sends me this vibe where, oh, can you help my eye? Can you help my eye? Bless him, I love my dad. He's funny. But this is the thing, it's been a long old journey, and sometimes you have to be the person who is going to champion you, because not everyone is going to see it. Because don't forget what I mentioned in the last live, sometimes things are so protective that people aren't going to see it, because it's well protected for a reason. If everyone saw it and acknowledged it, then they'd influence it, or they'd, because you know what people are like, some people are a little bit jealous, some people don't have the best intentions, unfortunately. And so spirit are protecting these things, but it means that you have to keep that faith and that hope. If your faith and your hope dies out, then that's it. The abundance, the kind of the ability to manifest things, and especially if your heart center is closed. I mean, look, that is, especially for me, that's one of my hardest, that has been a struggle, to keep my heart center open with everything. If people are stabbing you in the back, if they are stealing from you, if they are lying and cheating and doing all this other stuff, to keep that heart center open is, I mean, that's an ability in itself. I'll be real, because that's the last thing people can take, isn't it? Your hope. Don't give them, don't, like, you've got to, whatever you can do to kind of maintain that, because I mean, again, it's a sense of self. It's maintaining that strength and sense of self, so that you, even if, I've had it millions of times. Do you know how many spiritual people have sat there and going, your guide shouldn't be doing that, your guide shouldn't be doing this? And I'm like, my guide saved my life 4 times, love. Like, what have you done for me? You know what I mean? Like, what? So they're going to repay me in gifting me my life, and I'm going to ignore them? I don't know about that one. That doesn't make much sense to me. But I've had people tell me plain as day, your guide shouldn't be doing this. Your guide, your spirit, you shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't. Your ability. I'm like, well, sorry. Are you my guide? No, I didn't think you were. I'm just going to pay attention to these guys, thanks, because they've got me to this point up until now. I'm alive, so take it with it. Just check every information you get. If someone is telling you something, even me, don't take it as gospel. Check it for yourself. Maintain that very strong sense of identity, because you will never be led wrong that way. You will not be able to be played that way. Right. Moving away from competition, moving away from arguing, moving away from head games is 5 of Wands in the reverse. Moving away from people trying to influence situations, trying to evolve to a certain level that is away from this, and resigning. Look at that full energy. Surrendering. Look. Wow, there's an amethyst crystal in her right hand. Wow. It may well be, if you've been drawn to amethyst, it may well be that is the kind of, maybe they're trying to, I don't know, if you feel like you've been drawn recently to amethyst, then that might be something, a nice little crystal to put under your pillow while you sleep. That might be a good idea. But I mean, obviously it is this is very good for intuition. So if your dreams may be a bit interesting if you do that. The other suggestion is you can buy bottles of water where you put crystals in, and then you can charge it up, the water up, with the crystal, especially during the full moon, and then drink that water. That's brilliant. That's very soothing, very healing kind of energy there. But this is about surrendering. Can you see she's got a stick in her hand still, the wand? She's got the Ace of Wands. She's taken the action, and she's trusting totally. Can you see her face here? She's surrendered to the universe. She's trusting it. And can you see this is the flower of life? This is everything that has ever been manifested or sort of evolved from anything ever. This is her working with the universe as opposed to against it. Justice, balance, karmic repayment. This is whatever okay, put it this way. If you are currently going through a hard time at the moment, there's a major karmic cycle that you're closing out. Okay, everyone is going to be different, but I'll try and hit against some of the karmic lessons. You don't listen to yourself. There's a group here that doesn't listen to themselves. It's like you will be told something and you'll listen to that, and your inner voice will be telling you the opposite, and You were taught from a very young age not to listen to yourself, or you weren't heard as a young child. We need to correct that. Someone didn't acknowledge you. This is a lack of confidence issue here, where people have not acknowledged you, and so you're not acknowledging yourself either. You don't put time into yourself. You're putting time into everyone else around you, but you're not putting time into you. Time to correct that. You're scared of what you can achieve. Someone's scared of what they can do. And there's a strong fear of the unknown as well here. Why don't you trust yourself? Someone is really, you've also got this, you're scared of the impact you'll make. Someone's scared of the impact that they're going to make around a situation. Someone's trying to break free from something, but they haven't mastered the ability to have faith and confidence that is their, it's like there's a codependent attachment situation going on here, where this is not for everyone, obviously, just take what resonates. To align with certain energies is easier than to do the work themselves. So they align with certain things, they align with certain people. Even if they're being mistreated, they're aligning with it because it's a security blanket. Yeah, look, Three of Pentacles. There's an energy here of aligning with the wrong things. And because of that, the abundance is not taking off. The abundant energy isn't able to get through because I'm hearing they're not ready, but they are. They think they're not ready, but where in previous energies, possibly this was the energy they needed to master, was the surrender. Someone's used to being in control here. Someone's used to being in control. Messages, please. We've got the Nine of Swords in the reverse. That's good. So this energy at the moment is, again, I'm hearing relief. I'm hearing relief. There's going to be some truths that are going to be shown to these individuals that have been hanging on, that is going to make it extremely difficult for them to keep sustaining that mindset, that Two of Swords, where they're being blindfolded and they don't want to see it. This energy right here is making it incredibly difficult for people to justify this for much longer, because it's like over the new moon period and over the weekend, it's going to be more and more prevalent. And the more we get towards the 21st of June, which is, we've got a huge, first of all, we've got a partial lunar eclipse happening on the 7th. Then we've got a solar eclipse on the 21st of June, which is also in conjunction with Polaris, the North Star, and also the North Node. So you're in the sat-nav system within you, your guiding light, your compass, your North Star is guiding you to this area. And between now and the 21st, people are going to be waking up to all kind of truths. But but this is everyone. You're going to be seeing a reality very differently. Your perspective is going to totally shift, and it can be in millions of different areas. So for those that have maybe hadn't noticed someone that was a bit sneaky, they're going to see that. For those who hadn't acknowledged someone that was really caring and supportive, they're going to acknowledge that. It's like if someone's been stuck in an illusionary energy where they didn't acknowledge things and they thought that someone was really good for them when they weren't, there's a switching of energies. It's like, again, this parallel universe. It's like there's a switch here going on. There's a switch. It's like a shift where what they think was good for them, or what you think was good for you, possibly will shift into the reality of, actually, I've outgrown this. Or what you think maybe you weren't aware of, then you're going to start understanding that truth as well. This is the energy they're bringing through. Wow. Yeah. There's an imbalance. This is about correcting an imbalance. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Someone thinks that they're not owed something. It's like they've talked themselves into a situation where nothing is going to be better. If I stay here, then this is the best it can get. I'll be really honest with you. I'm trying to understand this energy, because I can't relate to that. I've never. I'm trying to tap into it because I want to understand this energy and why They think they can't do things themselves, and so they rely on everyone else to do it for them. Where they're not empowering themselves. They're reliant. They've got into a mindset that if they don't rely on this situation, then they're going to fail. They've lost so much confidence that they are totally self-reliant on something. It's totally codependent. They don't have the inner ability to, or feel like they don't have the inner ability to sustain something within themselves, and so they're reliant on other people. There's a lack of independence going on here. That makes me feel really sad, if I'm really honest with you, because it feels like this feels like someone's being told. It's like a mental, it feels like someone's been mentally kind of controlled to the point where they believe that is the case, that they're not worthy of anything. Wowza. They don't invest anything into themselves. They don't think that this is really, I feel like crying. This feels really, let me just top my heart center up here, because I can feel this energy around their heart center, and it makes me feel like I want to cry right now. Let me top my heart center up here, because this energy is strong. I'm hearing, oh my goodness, seriously, this is going to make me cry. Oh my goodness. You're so good to me. Strength. Strength. Can you see the lamb? This is an innocence here. I'll be really honest with you, this is very strong child wounds. This is like someone needs to really understand, and this, I feel like crying. They were not loved as a child, and they feel like that's why they've got to do this, because no one's going to love them. I'm trying to, okay, it's coming from someone that has experienced the same thing. Don't fall into that trap. This is designed that way, against all odds. You're not here to get suckered into the negative, lower vibrational energies. You're here to break through it, okay? To the point where, even if, again, I always say this, but even if you're a party of one saying something, it doesn't matter. You say it, okay? You speak your truth. You don't sit, and certainly you fight. You have to fight. Do not surrender into that energy of, well, no one's going to love me. Keep fighting. Keep fighting. Even if you pick one element of yourself that you know is a good ability or an attribute you have, focus on that. But don't. This feels like dark night of the soul. This energy feels like dark night of the soul, where you are struggling to find your inner light. Keep the fun, keep the light-hearted energy, find something that uplifts you, find something that keeps your heart center open, because that is the key. Mistina, hi, welcome. That is going to be the key to getting yourself out of this. If you can find your inner light in amongst all this, meditation is highly recommended. You are coming out of this. This is Leo energy. You are coming out of this balanced. We've got a lamb here. This is the strength of innocence. It's like you're utilizing that heart center, because this feels to me like there is a purity that, oh my goodness, this feels like this energy. Bless your heart. This is like abusive energy. I don't like this energy. And I feel like this person's questioning themselves as saying, well, I was abused, but what happens when that happens is does karma happen? Karma's real. Ask for a sign. Hi, welcome. Your Mercury is in Aries. My Mercury is in Aries. My Mars is in Aries, and welcome, triple Taurus. My brother's a double Taurus. Welcome, Jeremy. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, we've got to make, and look, bottom of the deck, lovers, choices. This is also Gemini energy. Can you see? This looks like Sagittarius here. Look, the Archer. Is that good? Is what good? Being a triple Taurus, or my brother being a double Taurus? My brother's, extremely, he's like a freaking mass computer, my brother, who's a double Taurus. He did very well. He's done very well for himself. Is your chart good? You'd have to get a personalized reading for me to have a look at your whole chart, not just 3 elements, because I don't look at just one element. I will dig for you into your whole chart. So if you want that, click into the description. That is my email. If you're interested, then I can have a look at your chart and do you a site. I'm not a professional astrologer. I've trained myself since I was 13, but I psychically read your chart. I use your chart as a map. That's what I do. As a psychic, that's how I do it. Do I know about astrology? Yes, but I wouldn't say I'm a professional astrologer. Just to clarify that. The sun, this is this energy here of tapping into the abundance, tapping into the happiness. Someone is in a real dark place, and I'm going to be very honest with you. Thanks, Stacey. The sun, this is summer period as well. The summer starts 21st of June. We've got a lot kicking off from the 21st. Again, it's like focus on your alignment of self, focus on your self-development and your healing. This is what I'd be looking at, shadow self, but also meditation is the key to all of this. If you haven't started meditating, I'd highly recommend it, because it does help recalibrate you. It will help align you. It will help you give you truth. It will help balance your energy out. It will, if you're in a hard position or a hard part of your life, meditation is, for me, highly recommended. Why is this the other way? Is this way or the other way? This is the other way? Wow. Someone is paying so much attention to the external as opposed to looking within. We've got the 6 of Wands in the reverse and the Hermit. It's like, what? You're just so distracted. Someone's unhappy at home as well. 4 of Wands in the reverse. There's no celebration. There's no strong sense of self. People are they're externalizing. Someone's externalizing things. Wowza. This energy. Someone is determined not to. They're scared to. They're scared. They don't want to open up. Oh my goodness. They feel like, now again, take it as it resonates. If this is not for you, then again, could be other messages coming up that are. Someone is determined not to open up, awaken, because they think they're scared. They're scared of what that would mean. This is also, it's like an ego death. They don't want to have an ego death. This is how it feels. It's like they know. Wow. Yeah, look. Hanged Man and 2 of Swords. Again, stalemate, refusing to see a reality. Refusing to see a reality. Hanged. So if anyone who's just joining us, this is a general collective reading, okay? At some points you may have information that is obviously being provided that is relevant to your life, but sometimes it may not fit in with your situation. It's either that it's not for you or that this energy hasn't happened to you yet. Please take it as it resonates. For those watching later, obviously, you guys, I try and do general readings because not everyone can make these timings and not everyone can watch when it's live. So I try, if I do individual readings, it's ruling out half the people that can't watch, and I don't think that's fair. So I try and make it inclusive for everyone, because I think everyone deserves to get a message. That's why I'm doing it this way, because it's the fairest way I can do it, in my opinion. Especially because the people that hang around for 2 seconds, ask a question and then leave, that's not an equal exchange of energy. Like, you know what I mean? Why am I going to do that? Ace of Wands with the 7 of Cups. This is, look, can you see? I mean, I don't know how many times. Look, someone is confused and they've got to use their intuition to determine. Hi, Scorpio. Someone is confused and they have to use their intuition to discern. Someone is confused about choosing an option and they have to use their intuition. They haven't decided yet. Queen of Wands. This is someone with a very strong sense of self. Right, Scorpio, this is a general reading. If you would like a personalized reading, please do click onto the description box because it will give you all my insight and my email address if you do want a personalized reading. If you would like to stay around, this is a general reading for the general collective. Sometimes you'll get messages through that are for you, sometimes maybe you won't, but please do stick around because at some stage, if your energy is in the room, you're more than likely to then at some stage get a message. But no, I'm not doing individual personalized readings. If you would like an individual personalized reading, click into the description box where my email address is there, as with all my prices, and then by all means message me then. Seven of Cups, Queen of Wands. This is very confident energy. When you are utilizing your intuition, I'm sorry to sound like a stuck record here. Thank you for the like. There is absolutely no, I mean, look, this is obvious, isn't it? Look, she can see it. It's manifested right in front of her eyes. She's clear in what she wants. She knows what she wants. She knows what she knows. There's no confusion. She knows. If you're not at that point, I'm going to post in group this light language. It's an aura cleanse and a chakra alignment. Bottom of the deck, the Wheel of Fortune. As soon as you do that, or you recalibrate, or you're trying to rebalance, or you're trusting that intuition, situation will change. Right, let's have a look. Let's pull some oracle. Let's go with the moon because we are in a new moon phase in Gemini. I'm going to actually get on to my technical things this weekend and I'm going to have a freaking message scrolling. Like, or I'm going to play in the background me saying that over and over and over again like a parrot. So I'm sure that's not going to be too annoying. Joanna, bless you. Thanks, Stacey. Bless your heart. Right, let's have a look. So, Spirit, what can you tell us for outcomes, please? What is it we need to know? Thank you for your lights. Okay, what do we need to know here, please? What do we need to know? What do we need to know? Boom. Action. Let's go. New moon. Choice moves everything along. Waning Gibberish 6. She's actually got, this is a dancer. She's a balance. Can you see there's a rainbow in it? There's a rainbow color here. This is total alignment. Don't let the external situation control you. Especially if you're in alignment with yourself, it'll be a lot easier for you to maintain that kind of energy in that way. If you're accustomed to external influences controlling you, you need to break out of that and do it in any way possible. Do it in any means possible. Self-reflection. This is going to really help you. Self-reflection. She's looking through the mirror here and she can see. Now, this is the thing. Someone is not acknowledging their emotional wounds. And this is why this energy is coming up over and over and over and over. And again, bottom of the deck, hunger. There's an emotional lack here that they're not giving to themselves. And you can see the wolf. Wolf moon. Someone is trying to call something in, but they've got it in themselves and they haven't acknowledged that. They think that this other person is going to give it to them. And yeah, they will. But in order to attract a total, complete individual, you need to also be complete or mostly complete in order for there to be a healthy balance in the relationship. Okay, so let's see. Let's do Nature's. Everyone get ready to cry. We're going to the Nature's Whispers deck. Oh, yes. Everybody get ready to cry. Right, let's see. Let's see outcomes here. Let's see what they want to tell us. Please have some good news. Please let's have good news. What can you tell us, please, Spirit? Outcomes, please. Okay, let me just pick myself up. Why do you do this to me every time? Why? I know these cards are extreme. I should get used to this, but I can't. The energy takes I know this sounds ridiculous, but the energy takes hold of my body and I can't. It's strong. I'm channeling energy, so sometimes I can't move or I can't talk. Wow. Why do I get Purple Rain by Prince playing it over and over and over in my head? It's like how do I explain this? Okay, this feels like, this is weird. It's like I'm in an empty corridor and I'm running, and there's window, it's like a courtyard and I'm running down. There's bricks, I'm running, and I can hear this music in an empty building play. You know, when the music plays in an empty building, it's like there's a hollow, an echoey kind of feel to it. It feels like that, but it's playing Purple Rain. I feel like this is someone's past life memory coming through here, but it links with the song Purple Rain. If that resonates, then obviously let me know with someone. I feel like it's not going to be for everyone. Bountiful Harvest, but that needed to come through. Bountiful Harvest. Wow. Yet again, this is hope. Look, the dove. Can you see here? Someone is at one with their environment. She's merged in with her environment here. She's surrendered. She's flowing with the universe. There is a dove of peace with a rainbow, what looks like a rainbow in its mouth and around it, that is trying to bring that energy to earth. It's like there's different elements helping things along here, but you can't see it. Look, Bountiful Harvest. It's like you're being ushered into something that is so much more plentiful and abundant. So for you to fight that, you fight yourself. You only fight yourself. You think you're running away from a person, a situation, a monetary, financial element, a practical element. You're running from you. As someone that has done that, like, trust me. You know, I used to move every like couple of months. I used to move. I probably lived in every location in the UK that you can probably think of. It doesn't, you have to come face to face with yourself at some point and say, let's do this, because it's going to keep you. This is what's waiting for you. Remember when I said about how if you work through the harder stuff, there is something at the end that is gifted. This is what is waiting for you. This. Keep going. Don't be talked out of you and your soul mission. Whatever you do, even if you sit and go, Jale, I feel like there's a lack of motivation, I will sit and I will send you quotes every hour on the hour if I need to. Like if I have to, like I will. But until you get to a point where you can, you know, pick yourself up a little bit. But oh my goodness. Be true to your heart. Oh my, okay, goosebumps. Wow. Oh my goodness, this is insane. If you're honoring your heart, then you'll put yourself in the best position you can possibly put yourself in, because you know it's what you're worth. If you're honoring your heart, and it says be gentle with yourself, please be kind to yourself at this time. More rainbows. Can you see the seashell as well? This is someone connected to their emotions. They can, again, they're very connected. They can hear right here. This is your ancestors. What patterns, generational patterns, are you currently playing out that your parents, maybe your father's side, are going through? We've got a deer and we've got monkeys here. This is, look, can you see there's two deers? It looks like a fawn and two fawns in the background. In fact, it looks like a baby and a mum, possibly, or a dad and a son. But there's something here about ancestral patterns that are being cleared out. But you need to be gentle with yourself. Someone's being so hard on themselves. It's like, if you're saying, because I feel like someone's just said, yeah, because everyone's hard on me, then be the opposite. Be kind to yourself. Don't, you know, I think It's about understanding your sense of self and honoring yourself best you can. And this is not about being arrogant. This is about really, truly honoring. This is not about ego. This is connecting with your heart center and truly giving yourself what you feel like you need for once. Because I feel like people are making decisions based on what they think people would appreciate, what they think would look good, what they think may provide them with something, but they're not connecting with their heart center. And that's the thing that's off. Right, I think that's me. Time to go. You must be able to hear that, Stacey. You must be able to hear that. That's insane. Fresh approach. Last card, fresh approach. Can you see the moon in the background there? You can't hear it. Are you insane? Really? Can you hear that? I was gonna say, right, guys, this is me. This is your general live reading for Friday. This is new moon night tonight, guys. So make sure that you're write out a list of intentions you want to set. Okay, there's a lot of different things you can be doing on a new moon. Set your intentions. This is a good time for manifestation. Catch you on Monday, probably going to be 8 p.m. British Standard Time on Monday's one. And until next time, take care. Thank you for your likes. Thanks, Stacey, for your moderation. Have a wonderful weekend. Until next time. Bye.